Hello and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I've been pretty much keeping up with my one video a week every Tuesday, so hopefully I can keep that streak going, and if not, well, there may be some more gaps between some of the videos later on, but so far so good. Anyway, in this video I'm going to be swapping out my stock radiator for a Mishimoto thicker radiator. I'm also going to be changing some of the coolant hoses and replacing the filter dryer piece in the air conditioner heat exchanger. Well, all right then, let's get started. Speed wrenches on these. These upper radiator supports are 12 millimeter. Speed wrench is good if you don't need leverage, but once you gotta actually put some ass into it, it takes a little more effort. There we go. I could be using air tools right now, which would be a much cooler sound. I just didn't want to stretch the hose all the way over here. I just didn't want to bring the hose all the way over here. I think it's just sitting in the lower ones. The whole thing will come up and out. Probably should have taken these hoses off first, but I didn't. Raised it back up a bit because I'm gonna get these hoses off from down here. If you're watching at home, yeah, take the hoses off first. There's one. Just using this to, whoo. All right. Apparently, it wasn't all drained. Nothing, just works simple. Now it's time to transfer the blower fans from the old radiator to the new one. Let's do a little fancy unboxing here real quick. This thing is very well packaged, by the way, for anyone that's thinking about buying one of these. Very well packaged. I suppose it is a premium, so oriented in the right direction. A few little dings here and there, but not too bad. That's probably while it was being packed. Time to grab some gloves and get started. Speed wrench isn't really necessary, but two bolts and it slides in. Has the location for it to go, but it's going to need a couple extra bolts. I'm going to clean this before putting it on. Let's get a look at these two side by side. There's considerably more cooling going on in this one, plus it doesn't have plastic end caps. This is a very good upgrade for the radiator. Let's get this back on. Use the original
bolts up here, and these couple extras that I had. The lower ones. These are just what, M6 or whatever bolts, 10mm hex head. Basically the same kind of bolts that are in just about every Japanese car. Alright, that's that. Let's go put this new radiator back in the car. But first, before putting the radiator back in, I want to replace the dryer in the AC heat exchanger. I bought a new AC compressor, or remanufactured at least. Came pre-oiled, came with a dryer, so I'm gonna swap this out. That'll be in preparation for the engine going back in, rehooking up the hoses, vacuuming, all that fun stuff. But all that needs to happen so I can then also mount the heat exchanger for the air to water. So let me get the car raised and start working around under there. Let's get this horn out of the way. Speed wrench, or you'd think I would have gotten my air tools out by now, because I do like the sound. I'm gonna use some pneumatic persuasion. Try to get the rest of these. And that is what I should have done to begin with. There we go. Ah, come on. Yeah, apparently you just work at it and eventually it comes out. I'm not going to film all this. Alright, well, that was definitely an exercise of frustration and ultimate triumph. Here's what came out. Here's what's going in. Came with a new one of these, which is good because I almost rounded out the other one. I'm going to be using some PAG oil on the O-rings, and this should just slide right up in there. I know, phrasing. This is the main debris screen, looks like. And while we're here, this guy. Replacement hoses going on. These are both identical, so are the ones that came off. So that way and the other way. I'm using the clamps they provided because I think the existing compression clamps might not hold due to them being meant for a certain diameter or outside diameter of hose. So tightening these. Right. That's one. Go ahead and put that radiator in. we go. And there's the right mount.
Okay, as you can see, I left some moments of frustration in there, mostly because I wanted to keep this series kind of, authentic-ish to the feelings and the struggles of doing this kind of stuff along the way. At least in my case, I frequently run into weird issues that should normally be simple, but for some reason, I end up struggling at those. Whereas other ones that should be harder, sometimes I just go through those quickly. In this case, there was apparently coolant in there that I wasn't able to, that I didn't fully get out when I drained it. And getting those stock hoses off, that was not easy. It took a really long time. Also, getting that filter out of the air conditioner heat exchanger, just getting the plug out. So much stuff was cut out of the video of just me struggling with it. Just know that it took quite a while to kind of finish what you saw in the video. Well, if you liked what you saw, go ahead and leave a like. And be sure to subscribe, ring the bell, all that fun stuff, because I am trying to stick with one video every week. So far, this will be the 11th in that string that has been every week on Tuesday mornings. So see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.